Hi, this is Sweet June 2010 coming back at you with another interesting video topic. How's everybody doing today? I got finally managed to get some more lighting, so now you guys can see my face more. I had a lamp. I had another lamp in the basement, and so now this is perfect. This is perfect. You guys can see my beautiful face now. What I want to talk about is in light of all the I don't know. I know there's still a lot of black men out there that love black women, and I get that, and I realize that. But it's just so many black men out there that hate us. They literally hate all black women. They ran into a few bad apples, and now they hate all of us. So that brings me to my current topic. Why some black women have just given up on black men. They've given up on black men and started dating other races of men, white men, other races of men. And I think a lot of the reason is, well, some black women, they get successful, they go to college and, they do all the right things, and then they get to a certain age and they still haven't found the right black men. And so they just decided to expand their options and, date white men and men of other races. But I think there's a lot of black women that are just there's a lot of them here on YouTube that have expressed the reasons why they've given up on being with black men. And a lot of them, they're talking about, and a lot of it is of the bashing, for one thing. And I know that, I still love black men, and I haven't given up on being with black men, myself personally. Like I said in other videos, I mean, if I met a nice white guy and he met, he was he met all the criteria that I was looking for in a man, then I don't know. I might date or, interracially. I don't know. That's a very complicated situation because there's so much racism in this country right now. And it's, I have my issues with interracial dating because of that. It's just such bad blood between black and white people. And I guess if I met a white guy, I mean, I don't know. He'd have to be really, really exceptional. He would have to really be exceptional. And I would have to really, really, really be in love with this guy. I mean, well, I'd have to really be in love with anybody to marry him. But, I mean, because right at this point, I mean, if I get with somebody, it would be a potential marriage mate. Because I don't have sex outside of marriage. And if I get with somebody, it's going to be a potential marriage mate. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm a Jehovah's Witness, so, if I find someone, a white man in my religion, he would have to really be, I'm going to be honest, he would have to really, really be exceptional because there's a lot of issues involved with being in an interracial relationship. I have those concerns. I have concerns about being with a white man because of a lot of the issues, racism, a lot of tension, and a lot of issues in the history between black and white people, and a lot of things that's going on between black and white people. I know that there's a lot of good white people out there, and I'm not saying that. There's no denying that, but it's just, it's just so complicated. It's interracial relationships. Relationships, having a relationship with someone of your own race is complicated. Being with someone of your own race is difficult. And then you add the element of being with someone that's of another race and another culture. It makes it that much more complicated. You have to worry about them. They're not going to completely understand where you're coming from as a black person. They can sympathize with you, but they're not going to completely understand it because they're not black. And so one of the things that I loved about being when I was in my relationships with black men, and one of the things that I loved about being in those relationships is that we was always able to talk about and have a dialogue about racism and how it affects us, and how it affect, and have issues. Talk about the issues that are affecting the black community, the issues that affects our people, and I was able to have a good positive dialogue with the guys I was with about racism and how it affects our community and different things that's going on in the black community, and we could both relate because we were both black. And so if I'm with a white man is not going to be able to understand a whole lot of stuff, you know. He's not going to be, and God forbid, I can't be with a white man that's in denial, you know, about the whole race situation. Well, I can't even be with a white man like that, you know. I can't, you know. You got to at least acknowledge the fact that that there is racism, you know, because these are the things that's going to be affecting me, and any man that's with me going to have to be at least sympathetic to it if you can't completely understand it. So those are some of the concerns that I have about being in an interracial relationship. I still love black men. You know, I still, you know, would like to find a good, suitable black marriage mate one day. It would be nice, you know. I would love to. I mean, I'm a good black woman, and it would be nice to find a good black man. So that's my position right now. But a lot of black women have given up completely, just given up on being with a black man altogether. They refuse to date black men. They don't want to marry a black man. They don't want nothing to do with no black man. And a lot of it is because a lot of, like, I've listened to a lot of the black women on YouTube, and the hatred, a lot of hatred that a lot of black men is spewing against black women. And the problem is that this is the issue. They're running into black women that are what they would consider ratchet or whatever, things that they call black women. They're running into these type of black women for whatever reason. And they're basically doing what society has always done and lump all black women into the same box. They're basically doing what society does. Society does that. Society stereotypes us and lumps us all into the same box. Well, that's basically what a lot of black men are doing. A lot of black men are basically lumping us all in the same box based on those few bad experiences that they had with those black women. And there's millions of black women in this country, but they put us all in the same box. Because I can tell, because when I look at their videos, they're talking about the same, when a lot of things that they talk about, and a lot of complaints that they have about black women. The first thing that they say is black women this, black women that. Well, black women is plural. Everybody knows that. That's basic English. Black women is plural. So when they talk about the different things about, well, black women are ratchet and the different things, the undesirable traits that they see, that they find, they have found in the black women that they have dealt with, they lump us all in the same box. They say black women this and black women that, black women this and black women that. And then the black men, a lot of the black men would come up and defend them and say, well, they're not talking about all black women. But why are you saying, when you making your bad comments and negative comments about black women, why are you saying black women? If you're not talking about all black women, then why are you saying black women? Why not to say these type of black women? Why not change your wording? So the one thing about the Bible says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So whatever's in your heart is going to come out your mouth. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, this is in your heart about black women, so it's coming out your mouth. You have this hatred in your heart about black women, so it's coming out of your mouth. And a lot of, I'm gonna cut right to the chase. A lot of black women are tired of that. A lot of black women are sick and tired, and there's a lot of good black women out there that do not fit the criteria of ratchet or whatever it is that these black guys are saying. There's a lot of black women that do not fit that criteria. And they're getting sick and tired of being placed in that same box with those type of black women. There is a certain percentage of black women that fit into that criteria. Yes, I will admit. But good black women that do not fit that criteria, that are trying to be the best human beings that they can possibly be, are getting tired of being put into that box, including myself. I'm included in that group of black women, that good black women that are tired of being put into that box. Okay, and they're getting sick and tired of being lumped into the same box as those ratchets or whatever it is, the undesirable black women that you talk about. So they're moving on. They're saying, okay, we're tired. We're sick and tired of black men bashing us. You know, I'm a good black woman. I don't deserve to be talked about that way. So I'm done. And a lot of them are saying that I'm done with black men altogether. And they're moving on to white men. And the thing that this is what gets me is that these same black men that talk trash about all black women, when they talk about certain black women going to white men, then they call them bed witches and things like that. Why they got to be a bed witch? Why they got to be all that? If you truly hate black women and you truly do not like black women, then why do you care if she goes to a white man? See, the thing is, I think a lot of those black men, they have self-esteem issues. They have low self-esteem. And when you have a low self-esteem, then you don't have anything positive to say about anybody else. And you have a low self-esteem. And a lot of those black guys, they're dealing with a low self-esteem. And this is why they have the hatred. Because common sense will tell anybody that not all of anybody is anything. Okay? I've had some bad experiences with black men. I've seen a lot of negativity amongst a lot of black men. Okay? There's a lot of... I've seen a lot of... There's a lot of black men that are bad fathers. They got children by multiple women. Some of them are gangbangers, killing up people in the black community. Some of them are players, or they're not marriageable. They're not even somebody you'd want to date, let alone marry. Okay? There is a lot of unmarriageable black men out here. But are all black men like that? No, of course not. Because I am a logical person. And because I am a logical person, I know that not all black men are that way. I have encountered good black men. I know good black men. I know good, hard-working black men that go to work every day. There's good black men in my family. They go to work every day. They work hard. They go to church. My brother, he works hard. He goes to church. He goes to work every day. He goes to church. You know, he's never been to jail. He doesn't have any children out of wedlock. That's my brother. My cousin, he owns his own business. You know, and he owns his own lawn care business, and he's a hard worker, very, very hard working man. Okay? So I got good black men in my family. My son is a good man. You know, I don't want to bust my arm patting myself on the back, but my son is a very good man. You know, he takes good care of his daughter. He's a hard worker. You know, he has his own place. Okay, he doesn't go to church, but he's a good man. You know, so I got good black men in my family, and I know other good black men. You know, I worship with good black men. There's all kinds of good black guys out here. I just haven't had the good fortune of meeting one and marrying one. But hopefully one day that'll change. But there is a lot of good black men out here. I haven't given up hope. Me personally, I haven't given up hope. But there is a lot of black men out here that are deadbeat dads. They're criminals and they're players and all this kind of stuff, and they're just no good. Well, a black woman is not going to want to be with a black man if she has any kind of respect for herself and she values herself and she knows her worth. She's not going to want to be with a black man like that. She's just not going to want to be with a black man like that. And so black women have standards. And so we should have standards. And we get put down for even having standards. Well, we deserve to have the same things that other races of women have. We deserve to have a good man. A lot of us good black women deserve to have a good man. Okay? We have standards. And we should have standards. When we don't have standards, well, we get dogged out about that. You know, we can't do anything right in a lot of black men's eyes. And a lot of the good black women are getting tired of it. They're getting tired of being lumped into that same box. And there's too many black men out there that hate black women. It's just ridiculous. And most of them are on YouTube. And good black women are getting sick and tired of being put in that category. And that's why they are moving on to other races of men. Some black women, like I say, they get to a certain age, they're successful and everything, and they still haven't found a desirable black mate. Then they just make the decision to expand their options to other races of men. Because believe it or not, other races of men are hitting on them. And they get to the point to where, well, maybe I shouldn't keep turning these men down. Maybe I should give some of these other men a chance. Okay, they love black men and they want a black man, but then, you know, they expand their options because they get to a certain age. Maybe they want to start a family and maybe they don't want to have children out of wedlock. So they decide to start expanding their options. So let me know in the comments section, ladies, black ladies, what you think. What is your take on it? What do you think? You know, how do you feel? Are you still holding on to the hope of being with a good black man? Have you given up yet? Brothers, as usual, please be respectful. You know, I value your opinion if it's respectful. If you disagree with me, no need to hurl insults because that's being an immature child. Okay, let's be adults on here. Okay, so just let me know in the comment section of what you think. But I think those are the reasons why some black women have given up on being with black men and opted to being with men of other races. Okay, coming up with some more interesting videos. Stay tuned. God bless. This is Sweet June 2010.